How's it going, everybody? Jody in here, and back with another episode in Satisfactory. We're in episode 12 this time, and we've got some stuff to do. I actually forget what we have to do. No, I don't. We have a smart plate factory going on the far side of the map. Well, not the far side of the map. I guess it's relatively close considering how big the map is. The map is like way over here too, so I guess it's relatively close considering how big the map is. So there's a smart plate factory going over that direction. And we have some versatile framework being crafted here. Our goal for this episode is to get this sucker launched and get phase 3 started. Phase 3 is a bit of a... Well, phase 2 has been a little bit of a bottleneck for us. Phase 3 is going to be an even bigger bottleneck for us. And when we hit phase 3, it's going to be all hands on deck, because that's where the things are going to get super real. We're going to have to work overtime. So, in phase 3, we are going to... I can't really look at it because I got a hard drive going. But in phase 3, we're going to look at doing some exploration via power poles. That's going to be a thing. Excuse me. I don't know why all of a sudden I decided to get a frog in my throat. So we're going to look at power pole expansion, getting power around the map, as well as traveling on that power. So that's going to be part of our goal for phase 3. Expanding out the map. We have to get some antennas put up. Reason for putting up the antennas is so that we can uncover the resources on the map. Also so we can find Mercer spheres and all that kind of stuff, because it doesn't really tell you where they are, it just tells you how many there are in the area that you're scanning. So, kind of useful. It's kind of useful. Prevents you from looking in areas that don't have any. So, I mean, it's useful in that regard. I would not want to be looking in areas that don't have any Mercer spheres. Especially if I was looking for Mercer spheres. So there's that. On top of that, I think we're going to finally get this quartz rolling down here. We're going to need silica in our dimensional depot, as well as these guys. The quartz crystal, because it is used for signs. So we're going to need both silica and quartz crystal. We can do that with 2 constructors very easily. So even we can place them here, we can place them here, something along that line. Now, unfortunately, I have built conveyors over top of this quartz. So, I'm not exactly sure if a miner's gonna go in here now. It might. It says I'm missing the portable miner, which is actually right here. So it might go here. Yeah, it will. Okay. It's giving me a yellow, but I'm not really worried about yellow. It just means it's gonna go through shit. Oh, it even goes through the floor. Awesome. Look at that. That is horrible. Oh, God. Okay, if I rotate that, it doesn't get any better. Oh, gosh. No, it actually goes up. There's the lowest point. That's the lowest point. I think we're still going through the... Yep. That's okay. Nothing says we gotta use this. We do have another quartz, and thankfully it's right here. It is right at the top of this hill. So we are not relegated to using the quartz that's under there. It was a nice thought. Unfortunately, our floor is a little too low. So we'll use this one here. probably good with a Mark 1. I think this is a pure node. Yep, 120. So we can bring our quartz down to here. And of course I'm using Mark 3 belts for everything just because I don't care. Just because I honestly don't care. It's like, oh, you're wasting steel. No, I'm not wasting steel. I have an unlimited amount of steel. I will not run out of steel. Mines in this game do not run out. So if I want to use Mark 3 for everything, I will use Mark 3 for everything. Now, from here, whee! We will go not to there because that's too far. Okay, let's maybe bring it to here. We'll bring it to on top of this guy here. We'll just send it up. So, and then we'll strap it underneath the door. Like this. Have it come in over here because that's where you can get around everything. Like that. Be dead straight. Okay, now, get some flooring in here. Whoops. Need zoot mode. Put some flooring in here. Perfect. Okay, and we can kind of, well, I was going to say we can put our constructors right here, but I think that's a little too tight. Oh, you know where we could put our constructors? Right on top of this. Instead of using the quartz here, we're going to put constructors on to process the quartz. And we need cable. That's another thing we have to get too. We have to get the recipe for Caterium wire. If we don't, we are in trouble. And unfortunately, we are at a point right now where we have opened up a lot of recipes, which means we're going to need a lot of hard drives to get through them and find what we want, or find what we need. Now, of course, we can do hard drive spinning, but we have a chance of getting these back. I'm not interested in that motor at all. And I'm not really interested in steel plate. Come on. Son of a bitch. No, not interested in that. Steamed copper sheet I might be interested in, but we can hope. Come on, wire. Shit. Dang. Not having any luck getting that frickin' wire recipe. It is driving me crazy. Is that wire recipe even in the MAM? So I need to ask myself this. Is it even in the MAM? Could it be somewhere in here? I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I don't think it is. I mean, if it was in here, I probably would have run into it now. So the prerequisite, just looking at this, the prerequisite for unlocking the recipe for Caterium wire, the alternate recipe, is Caterium research, which we have done. Caterium research is, boom, we have unlocked it. So I don't see I don't see why we're not getting it. Unless we're just luck of the draw, bad luck right now. Bad luck on the draw. That's all I can think, because we've gone through a lot of hard drives. And we have not found that recipe, and it's been a while since we've unlocked that recipe. So, I'm thinking we got some bad luck of the draw here. Jeez. I really don't want to hook my copper back up. I might have to. Hopefully I don't need to, but you know, one of those things. It could backfire if I don't get that back up and running. It could backfire badly. It could completely run out of wire. I'm gonna put that in the wall. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna put it in the wall. And that is perfect. That is a perfect spacing. Awesome. So I need 2 Mercer spheres. Okay. And we're gonna need some of the... Did I put it in here? Yes, I did. Might need more than that. Was it 10 or was it 20? That's only 10. Okay, perfect. So we'll put these out in front. Put it in there. Missing wire. Oh, wire. Wire. Still have a fair amount of that, so we're still alright there. We haven't gotten down to critical levels of wire and cable yet, so, but we're going to. That's the problem. We are going to 100% definitely get down to critical levels of cable and wire. When we do, we're in trouble. I mean, not really, but you can always just hand bomb craft some. If we get super desperate, we can always just hand bomb craft some. But we don't want to have to do that. We don't. We do not. That does not sound like an enjoyable afternoon. Okay, so we're going to put our conveyor splitter down here. Line it up. Right there. In there. Okay. We better lift up to the ceiling. Sure, I did that. Set this way down here. As close as we can get the rocks. Put that sucker up to there. And we're good to go. So, one of these guys is going to make quartz crystal. Another one of these guys is going to be making silica. That way we'll have both on hand. And that power line right there is going to go to that machine right over there. And we're up and running. Okay, just added 2 more things to our depot. We just gotta wait for it to roll in, of course. Here she comes. I haven't hooked power to these guys. What am I doing? Well, where's the nearest power pole? Somewhere over here, I'll guarantee. Guarantee. There's a power pole for these 2 guys. Oh, there it is. Duh. Same place I always put them. Alright, now we're processing. We're processing. We got some silica coming out. We got some quartz coming out. Everything's looking good. No, it's not. You bastards. That's fine, you know. I gotta shove this in here. I gotta shove this in here. God, it's full. Shove this in here. Get it all out of my inventory. Okay, now we can hook these guys up. Enjoy. Oh, they just kind of fly through. Okay, how's our mine doing? Our mine's still going over here, which means we have time. We have time to get to our mine before it backs up. Shove these in here. There we go. Hasn't backed up yet. It's getting close. Getting close. Here we go. And full stop. Boom. Oh, these are full. Beautiful. So now we have the ability to build signs, and we have the ability to build windows without having to come back here. Okay. Let's also grab a stack of wire. Oh, we have a stack of cable. We'll grab a stack of wire. Oh, we have... Actually, let's grab you too. Hold on. Let's grab you. Let's grab you. Okay. We'll find our depots for those. So this is cable, right? So that's our cable. Where's our depot for our cable? Right here. Right, so let's throw the 63 in. 68, whatever it is. Actually, let's throw the 200 in. Okay, where's the one for our... Is this the one for our wire? I think it is. There's a stack of wire right now. Oh, I see it. There was already some in the depot. That's why it showed that. Okay. Okay, so at least we'll have some going in. At least we'll have some going in. And then this wire out here. Throw that. So it thinks we've manufactured wire. And same with the cable out here. It thinks we manufactured cable. Actually, this was a bad one to throw it in. It's a bad one to throw it in. I'm going to throw it into one that's not going to go in the cable. Which is the wire direct one? This one. This is the wire direct one. Yes. So we'll throw that in there. And that'll go up there. Okay. So that'll at least get some wire and cable back into our depot. It's not going to completely solve our problem, but it'll help alleviate a little bit of it. The best part is, if I fill this with cable and our depot ends up being full, it'll just go back into the box I got it from. So, not a bad thing. Fill this up. And I'll fill up the one down here. This one. So that kind of runs around to the... It'll run to the cable, it'll run to the wire, it'll run to all of it. It'll make sure our depots get full. Okay. So that'll just restock us here. A little bit. It's not going to restock completely, but it'll restock us a little bit. Through our depot. Okay. Now, we need to get more of this done. This is going good. I think it was 50 to... No, it was 100. 100 to 1200 was the ratio we had here. 100 to 1200. So we had to wait until we had 100 modular frames, which we don't have. These guys are so slow. And then the 1200 steel beams, which are a lot faster. I'm gonna go make sure those guys are running. Those are going so damn slow. Where are you guys? You guys are being created up there, right? Where I'm crafting them. Woo! I think that's where I'm crafting them. Up here? Is this where you are being crafted? Oh, this is where reinforced iron plate's being crafted. There we are. Okay, so the reinforced iron plate is the slowpoke here. I need 5.625 per minute, which, why am I not getting 5.625 per minute? What's your problem? 5.625 per minute. So what are we short on? Motherfucker. Wired. Wait a minute, aren't you crafting? You're crafting iron wire, aren't you? Hold on, 20 wire. Okay, so I need 37.5 per minute of wire. 37.5. What am I making? There's 18. There's 18. So, and there's plate. But what the fuck's the holdup here? Oh, don't even tell me I don't have this hooked up. Hold on. Son of a bitch. This guy was full because it wasn't fucking going out. I forgot to put a wire or a friggin' thing in there. Okay, now this will go a lot faster. No wonder it was so damn slow. No wonder it was so slow. I was like, I should be putting out 5.625 here. And down here, I should have been putting out over 3.5 per minute. I was not outputting over 3.5 per minute. I was outputting like 1.5 per minute. Maybe not even that. And that sucker was running slow. Okay, so let's just make sure everything else is hooked up here. You're hooked up. You're hooked up. Are you hooked up? You're definitely hooked up. Okay. You're hooked up. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we got everything hooked up now. Plate is most definitely coming out. We definitely have copper wire coming out now. This thing is now gaining, which is great. Okay. We should be making more than this thing can handle. Okay, so everything's copacetic over here. We'll be getting our cubes a lot faster. Alright. What a nightmare. No wonder it was going so slow. Okay, let's take a quick check at our blueprints here. Specifically our factory. So this is the one that we're doing right there, which I'm going to have to fix that blueprint eventually. This needs 60 reanimated SAM and 150 iron ore. This needs 240 SAM. Oh, this is already reanimated. Okay. 240 SAM, 25 copper, 45 iron, 45 coal. Oh, this is the one that actually makes steel first. It makes steel. This one uses iron pipes. This one uses steel. Okay, we've got our encased industrial beams going. We already have that going. What else do we have? Nothing there. Okay, so we're going to need motors in our next tier. And I do have a motor factory right here. I have a stator module, I have a rotor module, and I have a motor module. So the stator and the rotor modules, of course, go together. And the motor module, of course, takes from the stator and the rotors. So this is basically this is a factory right here. And I also have a crystal oscillator factory here, which also needs ore and quartz. So this is a crystal oscillator factory. This is a motor factory. And the motor factory we're going to need for the next phase because we're going to have to make the... I forget what the motor's called, but there is a motor that we have to make in the next tier, or the next phase, phase 3, and it will require motors. So, yay! We'll have to find a spot to put that motor factory. Like I said, I think the motor factory needed straight up, I think it was just straight up iron. Is it just straight up iron? 72 steel pipe, 192 wire. Okay, that's not already... Okay, 48 steel pipe, 28.8 wire. Okay, so these need me to put through a steel pipe factory first. They need me to make steel pipe, and they need me to make wire. So I need to make the steel pipe and the wire first. Okay. 48 steel pipe, 28 wire. 192 wire. So that is 120 something or other wire, which I think I had a factory for that. No, there it is. There it is. So this is also part of that. This is the iron wire module. Okay, so I gotta bring that down here. Or the motor factory. Okay, and then we'll move our crystal oscillators over. Move Move our stator over, we'll move our rotor over, we'll move our motor over. Okay. We got the wire factory, the rotor factory, the stator motor. And do I have? There's the iron pipe module. I knew there was a reason why there's two different pipes here. I knew it. So that's the module, that's my module for the iron pipes. Okay. This comes down to whoa. The hell? I don't know why that kicked me out. It's weird. For the motor. Big. For the motor factory. Hey, there we go. Okay, so these are all for the motor factory. That's gonna bug the shit out of me that I didn't capitalize F on factory for this. This is what OCD does. Scrolling through and I can see the difference in factory. Okay, so these four are for the motor factory. So this one needs 120 iron, this one needs 240 iron, so we need a shit ton of iron. We need an absolute shit ton of iron. We need at least 2 pure nodes by the looks of it. 2 pure nodes running 2 Mark IIs. Fuck. Two pure nodes running 2 Mark IIs. You know how much of a pain in the ass that is going to be? See, I had that factory before where there were 4 iron nodes. Hey, we could use that. Thank you. Hello, we can always use those. Thank you. And hello. And hello. You guys are just being a little bit cheap this time, but that's fine. You don't always have to bring me supercomputers. I will love you just the same. Put our cable in there. Put our screws. We can't use the screws. Let's get some points towards our next ticket. Coupon. Next coupon. Okay. Did you stop? You stopped. You're done. Okay. Let's grab all of this. Load it into here. We're getting there. We're over the halfway mark. For the halfway mark. Okay, how are we doing here now? Still 25. Why is it 25? Because we're building up this. Okay. We take 100 out of here. Take 1,200 out of here. That's a little more than 1,200. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There we go. Wow. Those go in there. These go in here. And we're continuing our journey. Okay. Methinks that I will put the station in after all. I will put the Hypertube station in after all. So let's get to that. We want our Hypertubes. We want our double line station. Actually, a single line station would be fine, honestly, because it's not like we're gonna have multiple players. So let's just go with the single line station. Here's our single line station. And we will just kind of scooch it in here. I want to put it level with the ground, like so. And we'll bring it out a little tiny bit here. Just in case we got to place stuff up here, you know? Okay, so we'll place it there. We'll get rid of the overzealous concrete padding underneath. And unfortunately that means getting rid of those too, because they are too long. Well, shit. I mean, I don't have round concrete beams. Bullshit, I don't. More down. Come on. There you go. H, move it up one. H. Okay, on this side. Same thing here. Start here. Oh, that's not right. Start. Aren't you going right? Or is that right? I guess that's right. We'll go H, up one, H, down. And then you. H. Oh wait, not H yet. Click, stretch, H, up one, H, down one. There we go. Alright, now. We can has power. We can has power. Oh, we can has power. Let's bring you up to here. Nice. I'll bring you up to it. Okay. If I remember correctly, I had to fix this. There's something here I had to fix. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. You come out. You come out. Okay, you need to be in the wall. Okay, and you need to have a hypertube after you. There we go. That's how the hypertube boost works. Okay, so we will get our door from this side, bring it over to this side because we don't want to accidentally get sucked in. Alright. Now all we have to do is get our hypertube over to our destination and build one of these over there. That's actually going to be relatively easy, as long as we have the components. And I'm pretty sure we'll have the components. So, our first tube is probably going to end somewhere around there. Yep, okay. So, we're going to use... We're going to use curve for our hypertubes because it's nice and smooth. Okay, and that's not going to work there, so we have to put in a tower. So, good thing I have hypertube towers. I have single hanging towers, which are built to put under stuff. Like that. So if I want to hang it under there, for example, I want to hang it underneath, I do that. And then I have standing towers. Single standing towers. So it doesn't matter which way I want the hypertube to go, I can do it. So we'll do it like that. Back here to grab a hypertube. There we go. And clicky click to this clicky click. there's our first tube. Okay. Now, we want to see how far we can go with this guy. Usually, it's not as far as we'd like. Yeah, see right there. So, it means we're going to have a lot of tubes across the map, unfortunately. So, let's set up so we can do this relatively quick. So we'll go single tower. Well, no, actually, let's just go straight Hypertube first. Straight Hypertube. Okay, and we want to bind that to. Let's do 1, 2, 3, just because it's gonna be easy peasy to do. Actually, let's not. Hold on. Because we can switch this to another hotbar. So if we hold down, escape here. If we hold down the right alt, we scroll. You can see we can swap bars. So let's go to bar 2, and that's where we're going to do our Hypertubes. So we'll put this as 1. Blueprints. Put the single tower as 2. Hanging tower as 3. And the... Is this the single line accelerator? Single line boosters 4. There it is. Okay. So we got our single line booster. Our single line booster is basically just a platform that has a booster on it. So you come in from this side, you get boosted out the other side, and then the same the other side. If you come in this side, you get boosted out this side. There's a single line booster. Okay, and then we'll put the single line station as number 5. Okay, so we need our tower somewhere around here. I think the arrow points in the direction, yes. Arrow points in the proper direction. Okay. Let's grab our tube from here down to here. Woo. That should come around the hill. A little bit of clearing. Don't need to, but it looks better. Looks better when your tubes aren't running through friggin' trees. Okay, so this guy, we're gonna go down this way. Yep. And we're gonna stop somewhere around here-ish. That looks like it'll go through the trees nicely. Let's put our tube stand right here. Okay. So from that stand, we can go to this stand. Go. We missed that tree. We missed that tree. We missed these trees. Perfect. Okay. And from here, I'd like to go up to that summer sloop stand there, but I don't think that's. I think that's too far. Because our pipe is going to be too long, like when we get down to there. So our next pole is going to have to be like something like that. Huh, there's Doggo. I see you, you Doggo. I see you, Doggo. I see you, Doggo. I'm gonna get you, Doggo, Doggo. I'm just gonna drop down from here and hurt myself? You goddamn right I am. I don't want to lose Doggo. you have berries. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where the heck did he go? That was him, damn it. It's just the foot of my friggin' tower. Where did he go? I dropped down and I hurt myself. This is a doggo. Was like right down here. I can't find him. Hey, you know what? We're gonna find you, doggo. We're gonna find you. Is that him there? Is that him there? Maybe. Dang it. Maybe not. Where the hell did he go? He wasn't that far away from where we dropped down. I was standing here, and he was hanging out like right over there. I mean, he was far enough that we shouldn't have scared him. Well, that's ridiculous. Where the heck did he go? He does not want to join our little farm. Yeah, that's not him. That's a plant. Wish I could go back and watch the replay, find out where the hell he went, or which way he was going. That'd be even a better. Find out which direction he was going. At least know where to start. Oh, there's another dog. You are not the right dog. Listen, you are not the right dog either. Get out of here. And you are definitely not the right dog. I don't know what is going on in here. They're just dying. I just come in here and find corpses. It looks like the dogs and the spiders are having a fight or something. I don't know what the hell's going on in here. Bunch of spider corpses and dog corpses. Speaking of dog, where the hell are you, you little bugger? He was 100% down here. I got berries for him and everything. You are not the right dog. Where is my beloved doggo? You're not the right dog either. Huh. Well, doesn't that just tear it? Oh well. Anyway, back to what we were doing here. See if we can get a Hyperloop stand on top of the tower here where the summer sloop is. That should be good. If I can get to it. Too far. Son of a bitch. Too far. Good thing you can delete blueprints. Alright, how far can I go with this freaking tube? I can go to about, can I get on the edge here? I can. Can I go a little further than that? I don't know. But we'll go on the edge here. Don't need a tower to go with the edge there. Miss me. I didn't miss you though. Oh, I killed him by sticking a fucking grenade to him. I didn't have to blow it up. I just killed him by sticking it to him. I'm good with that. Okay, you know what? This would probably be a good place for a booster. Because I got a tower right there. So let's drop a booster in here. And in order to do that, I actually have to dig into my railway parts, I believe. Yes. Because these are the pillars that I really like for big solid objects. My railway pillars. So I'm gonna dig into my railway pillars. And we're gonna put a boost track right here. Now we go into the blueprints, back to Hypertubes, and oh wait, we don't need to do that because we have our boost line right here. So this is how I built this. I built this for this, kind of. Although it's being a... I don't know what it's doing right now. Why is it going up and away? That is weird. Okay, let's try that again. I think it was attached to something funky. I think it was attached to one of these guys instead of being attached to the top here. That's the station. We don't want the station. Okay, we want to attach to the top here. So H there. That should... There, now we got it locked in. Okay, so we'll center it up this way. Make sure it's centered this way. Centered. Put down and place it in. Like so. Looks good. Come down one more. And that makes it solid. Beautiful. Now I can only hope that that reaches this. If it doesn't, we're going to have an issue. It does. Okay. Alright. So we can grab our boost power off of this guy right here. Which, why I don't have power lines on here, I don't know. 6 and 7. Okay, and I need to just connect one of these guys. That brings everything online. You hear the whistle blowing. These guys are properly set up. These guys are actually properly set up, as opposed to my station, which was not properly set up. And I do need to adjust that eventually. But no, today's not that day. One day. Today is not that day. And yep. That was the thing. Oh. Big ol' fucking spider. Let's get the hell out of here. Whoops. Let's get the hell out of here before he spots us. And missed. No blueprint mode. Whoop. Oh, you fucker. There we go. There's a big old spider down there for some reason. Don't know why it's there. It'll be guarding something. Maybe there's a cave there? I don't know. Hello, Summer Sloop. Be too close to that because it'll fire my ass out the other end. Actually, you know what? It might be funny. Okay, so we can go there. Let's drop a tower there. That's good. Okay. We continue along. I want this Hypertube highway to go all the way to our smart plate factory. Even though I do think, well, you know what? Remember what I said about our motor factory? That over there might be actually a good place for it. Wait, look at this. We got a hole in the ground. Hole in the ground. Texture broke. That actually might be a good place for our motor factory. If that is the case, we should probably end this hypertube there and continue it on to the next factory instead of going all the way. Which, you know, putting a booster there might not have been the best idea then, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're not really boosting ourselves up a hill or anything, we're just kind of boosting ourselves to this platform. Although on the other side we are boosting ourselves up a hill, so, you know, it all works out in the end. Now, let's see what we got here. We got a pure node here. I do know that. What was down there? Was that a pure node as well? Or is that a normal node? We need to know because that's going to determine whether or not this will work. This is a normal node. Okay, so this is 120. We could do a max 120 out of here. And we could do a max 240 up top. So we got a 120 and we got a 240. Now, if I do my math, it gets us 360. Okay, let's take a look at our motor factory. There. Take a look at our motor factory. We got 360. So this needs 120 iron. This needs 240 iron. Which leaves us with exactly nothing. So we could build it here. We could build it here. The whole factory to make motors. And we would have just enough iron to do it. Assuming we're running Mark IIs. Assuming everything is Mark IIs. So, I like the sound of that. I do like the sound of that. We're going to have to clear these guys out because these are already pre-made factories. So, we'll clear those guys out. You motherfucker. Respawned as soon as I took those guys out. You're some bitch. Okay. So let's take a look at our blueprints here. Let's line in our factories here. So we have down here our wire module and our pipe module. Our pipe module is the heavy guy. It does the 240. Okay. Its line comes in there. Okay. Its line comes in from that side. We will bring it over here. And then we will bury it like the dirty red-headed stepchild it is. No offense to anybody who is red and a stepchild. That is just an old fun saying that we used to use growing up. Okay, the input's on this side. Okay. So I gotta rotate it. Gotta rotate you. Put you back in. Like that. Bring you back here. Like that. Okay. There's the output. And we got our input right here. Let's move you down a little too. You know what? Let's bring you in. Because we're going to put walls on this thing. Might as well make it so it's kosher. There we go. So now all I really have to do is get rid of the center floor. And then get rid of the floor underneath this. Get rid of the center floor, we can get rid of the floors. We can get rid of the stupid floors. And there we go. And grab that one. And we bring it back in. And there we go. We got rid of the stupid floors. Okay. I always built this with the stupid floors because there's no guarantee where I'm going to have these concrete floors. So I always build with the other floors first. Alright, so that is our pipes. Now, the wire factory. Oh boy, the wire factory. Here's the wire factory. As you can see, it's a little more complex. Even though it uses much less iron. It uses much more floor space. So, let us line this guy up as best we can. I think putting it back here is probably going to be the best idea. Don't like that. Yeah. I think that'll be the best idea. That is a factory. Okay. So now, we gotta get rid of the bullshit under it. We don't like bullshit. We do not like the bullshit. Do not like the bullshit. And I definitely don't want multi-layer floors because multi-layer floors are just nasty. Absolutely nasty. They take up resources that you don't need to be using. Computer resources, not well, and regular resources, I guess, because yeah, you're basically using up resources for an extra floor that you don't need. So, yeah, I guess regular resources as well as computer resources. Okay, so that should be gone now. The shit floor should be gone now. All we should have now is nice, beautiful concrete bliss. Wonder bar. Okay. So the outputs are on the top level here. Inputs on the bottom level, of course. So we're going to have our iron coming in here from down below. This is our 120 line. So we'll put a hole in a floor. Let's say right there. That's good enough. We'll need a Mark II lift for this guy. And you should be running a Mark II belt. Awesome. This guy, its input is here. We're going to send it through the wall. Which I haven't quite determined where the wall's going to be yet. I should probably do that right now. So we'll have a wall here. Go to roughly here. Bring it in. And out. And whatever. Care of some of the rocks inside. Okay, and then on this side, go one more block here. Okay. So we'll go out two more. One's going to go over here. And this will come out this way. Although we're going to do something different here. So we're not going to do that right now. Actually, we are going to do that right now. So we'll do an inverted wall 4 here. Inverted wall 4 there. Let's go with a 4 meter, not a metal roof. With a glass roof. 4 meter. That's the right shape? Yeah, sure is. There we go. We're going to go over there. And we're going to do a... where's my windows? Here's my windows. I'm going to do windows. Across here. And copy these guys and go up with them. Like that. Because I like the way that looks. Okay. Across the side here, we'll put windows. I guess we can do that across the back as well. At least that far. Do the same thing here. At least that far. Basic wall at the top. Basic wall corners. The reason why I'm leaving so much interior space is because I already know I need to put a stairwell in. I've got to go up to a second floor. Because the second floor is where we're going to put the rotors and the stators. And then third floor, we're going to have motors. So, need to have room for all this. Okay, speaking of this guy, which should be a tier 3 belt, okay. He's going to go right through the wall. Perfect. Straight through. Beautiful. And then we're going to put a door. Probably... You know what? I could have put an offset door right here. To go outside. Might need to... I don't know if I need to redo that or not. But I will anyways. Just to make sure everything works. Okay. He's going to go to his... 2 miner here. Oh, and I'm missing supportable miners. Alright. I usually put an equipment equipment workshop and a crafting bench at all remote bases anyways. So, just throw them in here now. There we go. I should probably put a toilet in here too. I wonder if I can build one. Oh no, I need these guys. I need fluctuators, don't I, for that? Oh no, I don't. Oh, but I need the SAM. I need the SAM and I need some... Okay, that shouldn't be too hard. I can get the SAM by going back to base easily enough. Anyway. Let's throw a Mark II liner in here. I'm just going to point him there. Okay. Mark III line. Bring it down. Use curves so it's nice. Like that. That looks very nice. Okay, so that will hook that up. We need to go down and set up our other one. Our other mine. Which also needs to be a Mark II. Which means I didn't build enough frickin' oh, the entrance for this guy is going to be over here. Probably right here, I would say. Great door. Beautiful. Okay. We have a nice factory floor, which nothing's in the way. You can actually walk straight through it. Very nice. We need one more constructor here. You know what? I think, well, I'm gonna say it might be nice to put the stairs right off of here. But I don't know if that would be a good thing or not. We go at the back door here. Yeah, that's I guess it's alright. Nice staircase down. That works out alright. And I still have the staircase over there too. Oh, what? Oh, get fucked. Where's your buddy? Here. You get fucked too. Isn't there 30 of you guys? There's 3 down here. The third one? Somebody wants to be my friend? Okay. Where's my hole? Ooh. That was close. That was very close. Okay, so you need to be a Mark II lift. Bring. Ooh, that is so close. I'm gonna double up my Mark IIs. I don't normally double up lifts, but I think in this case, just because of the way the cliff is, I'm gonna double them up. Okay. Or I shouldn't say my Mark IIs. I normally don't double up lifts, period. But just because of the way that they're sitting, I will double that up because it actually looks right. Okay, and then we go logistics with the Mark II belt into there. Default works. I will go with default. Okay. This is looking good. I do actually like that. Looking good. We're gonna have to set up power and all that yet, but everything's looking good so far. Beauty. Okay. So, this side is where our materials are going to come out. So, let's get our blueprints. We're going to need our rotors and our stators next. And these are big floors. I got to make sure I get the right side forward. So, that's the output. That's the input. Okay, so I need to put it like this. Okay. Down. Lined up there. We're not lined up here. Why aren't we lined up here? Oh, wait. You're supposed to go into the wall. Yeah, okay. Let me go down. Is that right there? I think that's right. Can't really tell if that's right, but I think it is. My problem is going to be I don't have the room, I don't think, to put the other side on. Or do I? I got 1, 2, 3, 4. How many more spaces do I have here? 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to have room for the second half. Unless I do something about this window. Which I could. Okay, so let's drop that there. So that's proper. Okay, and now we got... That was the rotor side? So now the stator side is basically the exact same thing, except it's the opposite direction. Oops, I gotta do this proper. I have to line it up proper with the wall. Okay, and then I gotta move it in. Is this the right side though? I have to see if this is the right side. Wait, why are you no? Oh, okay, this is the wait, what? This is the input here, which means it should be... Crap, I gotta rotate. I gotta rotate. No, now I don't have to rotate. What the fuck? Okay. Is that lined up? It is not. Look at how... Look at what is going on here. Okay. Now it should line up. Line up, you piece of crap. There we go. Okay. It's definitely going over. It can't be helped. And the output is on this side, which it should be. Okay. Keep our fingers crossed this works. Okay, so you're gonna go up another one. You're gonna go up another one. We're also gonna go up. Do 2 more floors. Windows. Wait, 2 more floors? Yes, 2 more floors of windows. Okay. And we're gonna bring it in. A huge glass front side. Huge glass front side. There you go. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, and then we have the... Then we'll have the slope in. Okay. A huge glass front wall. Now our staircase up will be, unfortunately, on this side. Fortunately, our stairs up are going to be over here. So, I'll have to work them in somehow here. Maybe right here after this. We don't really have to go up too far. We have to go up 1, 2, 3. We gotta go up 3 floors. So I could even do a straight shot here. To get to 3 floors. I do need to unlock half floors because now I have this happening. Ah, shit. Jump it through. Ah, shit. Oh, God. Lord help me. Yeah, so you need half slabs because I got a half slab here, I got a half slab here, and then I got a half slab there. Make that right. Okay. So all of these guys are all coming together. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is a merger. Merging that, and this. I think it's facing the wrong direction. To be totally honest. That should be facing this way. It should be facing in, not out. All right. Now I gotta redo these lines, obviously. Whoops. Wait a minute. I should slope up from here, so I gotta do it this way. Okay, and this line. And dealio. Woo! There. And I think that is, those are just two lines, right? Yeah. And I think the other side's probably just as screwed up. Yep. Not supposed to go out, it's supposed to go in. Oh, I was under a roof. I thought it weird because I was hearing it as if I was under a roof. I am under a roof. Okay, now these guys are supposed to be dimensional depots here. But I already have a rotor factory back home, so I don't need a second one here. And I don't think I need stators for anything. So I could probably take those right out. Probably take those out. I don't think I need rotors or stators. That's what these boxes were for, was replacing with dimensional depots. I don't think I need rotors or stators. So I can actually feed them back into their upper lines. Get some additional meat, as it were. And I hope these work, because I don't know if they will. So that'll be a test. See if they work. Set that now. We take this back out, and we go like this. Yep. Now we have to do the same thing on the other side. And I just got a wicked-ass craving for a Dairy Queen chocolate shake. What the hell is going on? I'm not talking about a tiny craving. I'm talking about I can taste it. Dairy Queen chocolate shake. I don't understand that. And that is in no way advertising for Dairy Queen. It's just, that's what hit me. My brain's like, you want a DQ chocolate shake right now. I have no idea why. No idea. Zip, zilch, nada. Not a single clue why that just struck me. It's so weird. And random. So random. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so this is our input right here. You can see we have 192 wire, 72 pipe. Over here we have 192 wire and 72 pipe. So we need identical, identical, which means we just put splitter here and here, and we will have identical. And that's all we need to get this going. So, let's hook up our splitters. So we'll hook up our conveyor splitters, put them in between here, and we have to, if I do remember correctly, we have to have them coming in from this side. Let me take out the floor here just to check. Yes, because they come out of there. Okay. So we have to have them coming in from this side. So, to make that happen, we're going to put a conveyor hole right here. We're going to put another one just a little bit ahead of that right here. And that'll make that happen. Okay, so we need a no, we need a, come on brain, we need a conveyor splitter. We need one here, lined up with that. Okay, we need one right above it, lined up with that. I think that is, that's not. Okay, unfortunately we got to take these guys out. Top is Mark 3 belts, bottom is Mark 2 belts. Okay. For logistics, on the bottom we have a Mark 2 belt. This is why I can't build this factory too early, because I don't have Mark 3 belts early. So this is the factory I can build after I get my Mark 3 belts. Okay. Now we need Mark 2 from here, right? Wait. 72 pipe here. 72 pipe here. So that is 72 times 2. Hold on. $144. So that is just over the tier 2 pipes. We need a tier 3. And 192 and 192, hold on. 192 plus 192, 384. Wait, how does that work? That math doesn't math. That math doesn't math. Because we're putting out 260 and 60. Putting out 216 and 60. That math doesn't math. It really doesn't math. So I think what we're going to do is we'll do the tier 3 pipes. Just to do tier 3 here. But something ain't mathing. Something ain't mathing. I know this is the right factory, but something here ain't mathing. Anyway, so okay, the motor side of things isn't that much bigger. I go here and I bring up the motor side of things. It's not that big, the motor factory. Can't fit it on this floor. It's too big for this floor. But it's not actually that big, as you can see. Pretty small. It's two assemblers. that's all it is. It's two assemblers. So, unfortunately, the two assemblers don't fit on this floor. Or I would put them on this floor. Because that would solve me having to put on another floor. I could make them fit, but that would not be very good either. So what I'm going to do is just I'll put them up on the next floor, and I think that's where they belong, up on the next floor. End here, and we'll run this all the way down. Well, we can. Whoop. This goes at the very end. Whoops. Right there. This goes at the very end. Right there. Same here. Actually, we have 3 floors here. 3 floors. Okay. The bottom floor here comes all the way to the end. 2. Okay. Oh, shit. Well, that's a thing. That happened, as they say. I made that. I don't know how I made that jump, but I made it. Well, that works. Or I can do that on the other side. Damn commies. Okay, now we use the reinforced windows. I think they look nice for a factory. Reinforced windows make a factory wall look nice. Make it look strong. And I do apologize if you hear some knocking. Apparently they have decided today, weekend of all days, to work on an empty apartment. So I don't know if they're putting in flooring, what the hell they're doing, but they're making a racket. They just started. They just started to make a racket. Like, really, guys? Really, guys? You couldn't wait another 20 minutes? You can wait another 20 minutes. It's 12:30. It's 12:30. You guys don't go for lunch? Like, couldn't wait till 1. Gotta start hammering away at 12:30. I mean, what if it was a weekday? If it was a weekday, you got people coming home from lunch. They don't want to hear fucking hammering while they're home for lunch. You consider it. What the fuck happened here? Literally, what the fuck happened here? entire floor is lined up except for that little spot around the staircase. Why is this little spot around the staircase all weird? Because attaching the walls weird or something. I don't know what it's doing. Okay. We can fix that. Just do this. Fixed. Huh. I bet it was the placement of these guys. The blueprints, but I don't care. It's all fixed now. Okay. So, while I can do this, I don't really want to do this. I mean, I can do that. It's going to make it weird. Yeah, it's going to be weird. We're not going to do that. Look at our half slabs. I don't think we have half slabs yet, do we? No, we haven't unlocked the half slabs yet. For some stupid reason, I haven't unlocked half slabs yet. Okay. But we do have this nice factory. We do have a tube coming to there. Which I think I should reanalyze that. Maybe. Because it's going to be a lot nastier coming out this way and trying to go up there than it will be to come out this side. So if I station here and then I can put a station there and I can just go wrap around and go up, which would be much, much nicer. And I think we'll do that. So let's take out that line and that station, and we will do a quick alternate. Oh, there's the other guy. Okay. Put our tower over there, heading that way. Now, connect to that. Connect to that. Okay. Now we place our incoming station over here. Yeah. Place our incoming station over here. Why are you being weird? Why are you being weird? You're being super weird. It's going forward on an angle. Okay, now it's not being weird. Huh. Well, let's bring this right back to the edge. Line it up. That looks good there. We'll place that there. Okay. And those blocks are perfectly thick. Nice. I do not have to adjust that at all. Okay, all I gotta do is grab you, bring you over to here. And once it's powered up, we can run back home. Speaking of power things up, let's get our connectors here. Oh, I have to fix that. Cannot forget to fix it. Cannot forget to fix it. It's supposed to go right to the edge. You to you. Now we'll run you down there. Can this reach all the way without going through the building? It sure can. I need to be on this line. Oh, I think I see where my floor thing happened. This wall looks like it's out of place. At a distance, you don't notice, so I don't give a shit. Okay, so that goes to that corner there. Gotta do that out here. This line to this corner. Oh yeah, this wall is completely out. Whatever, don't care. Don't care. And that goes to there. Alright, so we have power down to the building. Now we have to have power into the building. So for that, we'll use a double wall outlet. Put it right here. That'll get us from outside to inside. On the bottom floor, we'll put another one up here. That'll get power from outside to inside on the top floor. Actually, let's go this way. Okay. Now we can hook everything up. So, let's bring this over here. Why do you not want to attach to the ceiling? Okay, that's new. If you want to attach the ceiling, we'll attach you to the wall close enough to the connector. So let's save ratio. Bring you into here. That brings this side online. Bring you. Side. And you. There's a power pole right there. Which should be connected to everything. That should power up this side. Perfect. Bring powered up here. Now here. Tier 3 belt there and a tier 3 belt here. And you need to hook into those guys. Okay, so this top tier 3 belt. I'm going to go up to the ceiling here. Actually, we'll do it this way. Okay, this tier 3 belt. It's going to go up a little different. This guy's going to come just over here. To out here. Yeah. He's going to go up. Ceiling. And he's going to face this way. Okay. That gets these guys going. Level you up. Run downstairs here. Actually, I need a power connector to run downstairs. Bring you all the way along the side of the building here. Right out to the front. That line there. We're going to come from there down to here. And we're going to come from here down to here. We're going to get kind of a straight down line, kind of sort of maybe. Something straight down-ish. There we go. That is right beside the oil, which is perfect. Okay. So now we have both of them running. So that'll start making our wires and our pipes. Should. Why aren't you? Why? Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Yep, we're gonna have that happen there too. Shit. Why did I not pick up that was gonna happen? Why did I not pick up that was gonna happen? God. Something's happening here. Shit. Now I have all these machines just choked full of iron ingots. Or iron ore. Can't believe I did that. Make sure all these lines are cleared. All the ores cleared off the lines. I can't believe I did that. Okay. All the ores off this line. Now comes the fun part of getting all the ore off this line. Because that is going to be difficult. Well, I thought it was going to be difficult. I got it all off there. Getting off these hidden lines is not easy. Get off of there. There. Okay. Okay, these lines are clean. Can't believe I did that. Like, I can't believe it. I just can't. That is such a novice mistake. Okay. We'll connect that back up. We'll connect this back up. Alright. Now, this guy actually also needs to go through the wall. But I feel... well, maybe he doesn't have to go through the wall. No, he does have to go through the wall, because I'm bringing in twice as many ingots. Okay. We'll put a hole above that hole. That's where he'll go. That works. That definitely works. Okay. So, now we have to have a foundry out here. We have to have a foundry out here to process all this frickin' ore. Or not a foundry, smelters. Smelters. So, let's set this guy facing this way. We'll do the same for the guy downstairs, because we got to send his shit up here too. You can't be doing that. Well, I guess technically it could stay facing that direction. I just have to bring it across the wall here. Send it up over here. But not in the way of my Hypertube launcher, so I have to put that in first. Where's my Hypertube launcher? Hypertube... oh, wait. 5. Hypertube station. Okay, this guy's going to face this way. And... can't put him on the... I can't put him behind. Okay. So we'll just face him this way. That's the wrong station. Alright, so if I want him lined in here, that's gonna be too damn tight. I have to bring him out like that, at least. At least. Can I bring him to here though? I mean, that still works. Let's do that. That still works. Now, we're going to fix this guy. Oh, did I power him in? Yes, I did. Did I? Did I power him in last time? At the base? Did I go from there to there? I don't remember if I did that. I do not remember if I did that. Remind myself to check that when I get back to base. Okay. So that guy's all hooked up. this thing. Come off you and put a tower kind of here. I don't care. Just gonna click through the building. Okay. Okay. So now we got these guys all set up, ready to go. And our Hypertube is going to come through here. Send it through here. It's a good angle right there. Okay. So something like that. Too far. So that Hypertube is going to come up, connect to you. Damn it. Oh. Actually, well, does that work? Not really. See if we can put the mine in so that it's kind of not plowing through it. Don't mind if it's going over the shoulder, I just want to go through it. No, that goes through it. Damn, okay. You know what we'll do? We'll take that out. Put our Hypertube in here. Go up here. And we'll see what we can do here. See, it doesn't mind that. Doesn't mind that at all. I can get that up there like that. That's up a little too high. Looks good. We'll go with that. Okay, so the Hypertube's in, so now I don't have to worry about running into the Hypertube. I'm gonna put up this foundry. Goes through the ground a little bit, but I don't care about that. It is what it is. Is what it is. Come in the larger side, we'll be like, hey, how's it going? Just a little boonk. Okay, so anyway. Put in one more tier here. So we can put our conveyor hole. It's not where I wanted it. Our Mark II lift. Which actually, if I can run that right across the top like that, I should be able to. It's too long my ass. Okay. So that'll get that up to the top floor. Well, basically avoiding the oil. At least I hope it avoids the oil. That comes here. This guy come in here as well. Okay. Got a 240 ingot iron smeltery. Pretty friggin' beastly. Missing cable. I gotta go back and get more cable. Ah, shit, I forgot about that too. Damn it. Let me power this guy up. I think I'm stuck now. I'm free! Oh, shit, well. Here we go. Fire! I should have double boosted that son of a bitch. Because this is slow. Oof. This is super slow. Okay, I think we gotta fix this, right? Because I didn't fix this. Yep. Okay, you need to go. Wait, what? Oh, I did fix it. It's a support. That's a pull. That's a support. Okay, so I did fix this. And I did power it. So we're good to go. Okay. I need to grab a little more cable here. Probably some wire too. It doesn't look like I have any wire on me. So we need cable. We need wire. Hit her back. It's gonna be faster going back because it's almost all downhill, so it should be a lot faster to come. Yeehaw! Boost! Woohoo! That's why you put. That's why you put the exit inside a building. Okay. So let's get our iron smelter here. We got inputs and outputs on both sides. We're actually going to double this. Why are you going to double this? Because we're doing 300 and something. That's why. Line it up with the floor. And now it's off. Okay. Oh, get up here. Get up here. Get over here. Get lined up. Get shit done. I only have a tier, what, 4? Actually, I did have that right the first time. Hold on. I do want the exit to face this way. Because I need to put these suckers side by side. Anyway, as I was saying, I do need to double up this guy because I need 300 and whatever, 300 and something ingots. This guy only puts out 240. So instead of putting out 240 and then saying, "Hey, let's you know, put another, you know, we'll just modify it and add a couple more and da 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 da." No, that doesn't work because 240 is the maximum the line can take. So I can't just add more to it. I have to put a second factory in. which I'm good with. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem with it not lining up, though. Sure. Lined up. Okay. Output on this side. Perfect. Drop it down. Alright, so there's our foundry. Except to do 240 and 240. We, of course, are not going to be processing 240 and 240. At least not yet. So, I'm going to keep this set up for full output. I'm going to keep this set up for full output. I'm not going to tear down anything. Because these guys will craft 1 to 1. So it's not like I have to wait for one to fill up and then the next to fill up and then the next to fill up. No, it's 1 to 1. So as soon as one of them gets an ingot, it crafts it. So even if some of them aren't getting ingots, well, they'll all eventually get ingots, but it's a 1 to 1. There's no waiting. You know what I mean? Okay. On the output side, on the output side we have a problem. Because we need a balancer here, don't we? I think we need a 2 to 3 balancer here. I think, because we need... What do we need? 120 something? We need this full output, which is 240, and we need 128 for the other one. That means we need a 2 to 3 balancer, which I have. I don't know if I could fit it, though. That's the only problem. Conveyor work. I need a 2 to 3 balancer, which is 2 in, 3 out. Two lines in, 3 lines out. And then on top of that, I need a merger. Bring 2 of those lines together again. So this will balance the ingot output, but then I have to recombine the ingot output down here from 2 of these. So this is going to get a little tricky. Definitely doable, but a little tricky. So I'll throw my balancer here. Grab this floor pattern here. We're gonna get rid of the floors that are under this ugly ass thing. The reason, like I said, the reason I go with the default floors is because I don't know if I'll have the other floors by the time I get this far. So, because they're not something that you unlock. There's something you unlock, but you unlock it with points, not with, you know. Damn, other floor is kind of buried. I can't see it. Can't get a lock on it. Oh well. It'll just stay there. Okay, so that shrunk that down a little bit. Now I need, that's a merger. Okay, good. I need one more merger before it goes in here. And that is hopefully this works. So, this bottom guy, let's go into there. This guy, let's go into here. That's going to be an issue. It appears to be an issue. Okay, so let's see if we can smooth this belt out a little bit. Somehow here. Okay, that works. And up to there. Perfect. Okay, so that works. So that gets me those 2 belts. Now I just need this top belt to come down into there. Now, we gotta adjust these belts as well because we're dealing with higher numbers. So this guy going in has to be a tier 3. Whoops. That has to match a tier 3. This guy going in has to match a tier 2. So you have to be a tier 2. Okay. Now, we're getting 2 lines coming in. The 2 lines coming in are going to have to be both probably... I think they only have to be tier 1s, but we're going to do tier 3s anyways. Or, not tier 1s, tier 2s. I think they only have to be tier 2s, but we're going to do tier 3s anyways. So, put a wall up here. Just so we can get our... Get the location of our... Come on, you. Let me up there. See if I can jump it from here. Ah, shit. Perk. There we go. Get the location of our wall. That one there. Okay, these are tier 3 belts. Got 1 tier 3 belt there, 1 tier 3 belt there. Okay. There's our outputs, and we have to have our outputs go to our inputs. So, that's where the fun begins. Tier 3 belt number 1. We come to, where is our inputs? Our inputs are right here. Okay. So with our inputs right here, something like that. This belt is going to come in there. This belt is going to come. Where is our center again? This belt is going to come. Probably about there. Now go to straight mode. Whoops. And the bottom belt comes into the bottom. Well, let's clean these up. Okay. Bottom belt comes into the bottom. That is the weirdest freaking thing I've seen. Why would you do that? Why would you want to do that? No, because now it goes through. Son of a bitch. Okay, let's grab this. We're going to bring you out and over. We're going to bring you out and over manually. You don't want to play nice, we'll force you to play nice. Okay, now you can connect into there. Top one. Do the same thing, but we're going to place it on top of here. Whoop. Whoop. Come up here. Place you right about there. Get rid of that. We're going to hook in like so. Okay, so we got our 2 lines in. That is ugly as sin. Okay. we got our lines in. Half the battle is won. I feel like this guy's got to go around this side of the building over here, though. We will bring you along a bit. Be like that. Gonna be like that, huh? We'll bring you in along the side of the building here. Can't do that because I got to be able to walk on that side. So we're going to come here and move it up. We do have to be able to walk down the side of the building to get out of here. Now the problem we're going to run into here is we have to we have to somehow balance these guys out. Because they will not balance on their own. So we're going to have to balance these guys out. Because we have 120 on this line. And we'll have 240 on this line. And if we want them to go into these machines nicely, we have to balance them out before we send them in. So, grab a floor here. And let's build on this section right here. Build ourselves a nice little balancer here. So we're going to have 2 lines coming in, 2 lines going out. So it's a 2 to 2 balancer. 2 to 2 balancer. So for any balancer, you have to split the initial lines and then bring them back together again. That's how it works. So we're going to use a conveyor splitter right here. And we're going to split this input line. We're going to split this in, well, we'll have 2 input lines, I should say. We'll split the 2 input lines. Okay, just like that. We'll split them. Okay, and then we'll merge them back together. So actually what I should do is just go on the dot. Split them on the dot. And then merge them back together. You know what I could do? I could put the merger up here. So that's the input line up there. If I do that, then you only need the 1 merger here. You can run to the rest of them. No, you know what? We're going to do it right. We're going to do it right. Alright, so merger. Face it out that way. We need 2 lines. Okay, so what you want is you want 1 line from each splitter going into each merger. So this guy to here, okay, this guy to here, that's fine. But now you have to have like this guy to here, you know, or over here, something. This top guy has to come down, the bottom guy has to go up. So there's where your problem runs into. So let's come off the side here and do this. Okay. So now we have top to bottom. Okay. Now we need to get a bottom to a top. I think we could do that just by running this guy around here and having him do some shenanigans. Bottom to a top. There's our bottom to a top. So we have a top to a bottom. We have a bottom to a top. Now we need a bottom to bottom and a top to top. There. That wasn't so hard. There's our balancer. And then our 2 outputs go to our 2 machines. So this guy has to go up to here. Which, let's just put a lift on there. We'll do the same thing, we'll put a lift on it. actually, that doesn't really work because that doesn't really work. Well, it does work, but it doesn't work. Come out of the top here, we're already up there. It's the bottom one that we had trouble with. There we go. Okay, so now we're squared away. We have our two lines that are going to be balanced. We have our two balanced lines coming in. And we have our two balanced lines going out. Well, not balanced, but they're readjusted. They're not balanced. They're definitely not balanced, but they're definitely readjusted. Okay, so we have power to... We don't have power to him. Why don't we have power to him? When did I shut him down? Okay, so now we have power to him. So he'll fire out. Okay. The other guy will fire out. We got our two lines, which are going to have connectors, excuse me, on this wall. So let's get them in place. So there is that one. And the one above it should be that. Oh no, he's like directly above it. Okay. So that is our balancer all set. Now we can attach our two lines to it. And we should be good to go. Line 1. Line 2. That'll bring our ingots in. You'll see the bottom line has half as much. But once it hits this other side, everything's going to be balanced going into the machines. So these machines, both sides, are going to do the same amount. And they will output the same amount at this far side. They're going to output the same amount. But once it gets to the factory, it's going to split back up again to its proper load. This building, I don't know if I'm going to put a door on this building because this building's kind of... It's full. It's very full. This building is extremely full. We may not fuck around with walking space in this building. Okay. So, I need to have power throughput. Put a power throughput on the wall here. We're almost done. This is another episode that's going longer than I want it to. But, fortunately, we're almost done here. You up. That'll bring all those online. Okay. Oh, I don't want to... Wait. No! I know what you're doing. You bastards. I know what you're doing. Okay, so if I come off that power pole... to the wall. It'll just be a one-sided. Off there to there, it'll just be a one-sided. Off there to there, it'll just be one-sided. If I come off there to, yeah, whatever there, that'll be one-sided. And then we're going to fix that. Come off there. There. That one should have 3, yeah. And then from there, there, connect you to there. Okay. Start getting the power going here. Alright. Making ingots. Let's get a roof on this sumbitch. There goes our first set of ingots. You see them going to the splitters, you're going to see them all split up and start going their separate directions. And you're going to see on this, you're going to see twice as many ingots coming out the bottom as you see going out the top. Wait a minute. Fuck. Do I have that backwards? I have that backwards. No. I just have a line that's slower, don't I? Mark 2. No, it should be alright. Oh, it is twice as many. Twice as many as going in the top. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna need to get counters, though. I don't have counters yet. That's another thing I gotta unlock for the... So I need to be able to put a counter here and a counter here and make sure I got the right amount of things going through. I don't, because these guys are backing up. Okay, these need to be tier 3 lines. Well, here's wrong. You gotta slow down. We gotta slow down here too. Why do we gotta slow down here? These are all Mark 1 belts. Okay. This is all going to jam up for a little while because all of these machines were full of iron. So they're basically processing more iron than is getting to them, or should be getting to them. So eventually it's all going to slow down, which it looks like it might have already now. It looks like we might have slowed down to the proper pace. Yeah, we're good now. Definitely good now. Okay. So here's this. Motherfucker. How many of you were yelling at your screen on that one? Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? Not that low. I can't believe I was sending ingots upstairs. Now I gotta go check upstairs and make sure there's no ingots on the frickin' machines upstairs. Oh my gosh. Is that what it came in? Oh my god, get out of here. It would have came into the center here and it would have started spitting out ingots on this line to all these machines. Oh, well. Don't have to worry about ingots. We got iron up here. Oh, God, that means all these machines. All the machines. Son of a bitch, I gotta take out all these. Okay, that should clean out those lines. I'm gonna clean out all these lines. Please tell me we still don't have shit jammed in these. Because I can't see it if it is. Are we still jammed in this? No. Okay. Okay. Why aren't we running? We don't have any power up here. Why don't we have any power up here? Did I? Oh! Son of a gun. You connect to you. You connect to the wall. That's good, because the machines wouldn't let in anything. I think we should start rolling now. Why aren't you... You have something jammed in. Yep, there's an ingot there. Okay, who else is jammed up? You jammed up? No? Okay. Jammed up? Nope. How about you? Nope. Nope. Okay, it's probably just the guys on the end that are going to be jammed up. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Oh, you're the guy. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, so looks like everything's good now. All right. Now I just got to get the motor floor. The motor floor on here. And we'll be making motors. There's your sign. I'll put the motor floor on next time, okay? That's going to be a next time. Very last thing I'm going to do is get a roof on this building. So we'll deal with that later. Oh, come on. Get up here. Get. Listen, you. Get over. Up or over. Don't care. Just do it. Okay. Let's get our roof. Architecture. Metal roof. We're going to go 4 meter corners. Let's get them built. Oops. This is smoke. They do have the inner corners. I guess it have the inner corners. We can do the inner corners. What's up? Inner corner there. There. Those are the only inner corners we need. This is all just going to be the 4 meter flat roofs here. Just there. Here. There. And here. And the rest will be flat roof. stay running that one. Otherwise it'll leave you scrap. You know what, let's put a door there. Okay. We'll put a door. Just in case we have to get in there. It should be fine now. Everything should be running on its own now, but you never know. You never know. Okay, so we have our door in. Iron ore's getting processed. And we're all good. Okay, let's get back home. We'll finish up the motor factory next time. Next episode. But for now, we need to get our ass back home. We got a little more speed here. Little more speed here. Just because we hit both this time. Not just the one. Little bit more speed. I think we're still going to come in slow at the house, but maybe not. Oh yeah, we're going to lose speed here, going uphill. No, we're still not doing too bad. Not too bad. We didn't really slow down until about right there. Not bad. Still beats walking. Okay. We are back home. These should be done now. Grab them and throw them in the space elevator. We're at 800. Only need another 200. Let's see if we can throw them in. And then we'll have to go do our check our plate. See if we can throw in our. This should be going a lot better now. Yes, it is going much better. Okay, so that and 1,200 steel beams. 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. That'll get us on our way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 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 no. Fuck that up. I don't know if that'll work now. It might jam up when it gets the... might jam up when it gets to the other... Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go in. Well, it looks like they fed in. Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter what side you put it in as long as it can get in. So, I got that out of there fast enough that it looks like it didn't jam it up. Just some steel ingots went in this way, some steel ingots went in that way, but it didn't fill up with steel ingots while they were going in, so... Made it. Okay, so that's going to finish off those for phase 2. We'll have to go check our smart plate, and that'll be next episode. We'll work on that. And I mean, really hoping to hell that we can get the wire back automated. That is a big problem right now. That we are unfortunately going to have to deal with. Big old problem. Big old problem. Alright, let's put 500 in here. 500 in here. 500 in here. Actually, let's pull this out. How's our stockpile then? 791. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. That'll top up. Okay, so yeah, let's put that in. That'll refill our dimensional depot again. Pop these guys up. I don't know what else I can do other than switching it back to copper. I really don't want to do that. Because then I got to switch it back again later. Once I do unlock the recipe. It just sounds like a pain in the ass. Sounds like a pain in the ass. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to resist. And kick myself in the ass later for doing so. Okay, we got a slug. The rest of this stuff we're all crafting the rest of this stuff, so let's just get rid of it, except for the cable. We're going to hold on to the cable. The rest of this stuff we're crafting it so it can go. Oh, we got a summer slip too. That goes in here. Diddy. And we are set to go. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode, this almost 3-hour episode. So everybody take care out there. We'll get the motor factory completed next episode. We'll start putting motors into our dimensional depot because we will be needing those for things like the factory pumps and stuff like that. Or not the factory pumps, the oil pumps and the refineries and all that stuff. They, I believe, need motors. So we'll start firing those into our dimensional depot. Not all of them. We'll do about half. We'll do about half of them. I think my engine factory, if I calculated it out right, I think my engine factory only needed where are we here? For the modular engines, I needed, 5 motors. So I'm going to be producing 10 motors, as far as I'm aware. I'm going to be producing 10 motors. I need to output 5 of those to the modular engines factory. So 5 of them can go there, 5 of them can go into my dimensional depot. So I do have some leeway there. Alright. And that'll get me the modular engines at 2.5 per minute, which is very, very slow. But it'll be enough to work us through phase 4. Well, that section of phase 4. There's a lot more to phase 4 than that, but that'll push us through that section of phase 4. So that's going to cover it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying everything you're seeing here. And we'll catch you next time. Have a great one. Bye-bye.